abandoned luxury cars have become a whole new problem. One can find Lamborghinis, limited edition, Ferrari Enzo, Porsche, and many other supercars abandoned in airports and parking lots, gathering dust under the scorching heat of the UAE desert. These ants have dangerous behavior that leads to mass destruction. This bizarre phenomenon is known as the circle of death. The ants walk in circles until they die of exhaustion. This is because ants communicate and orient themselves through smell, as they are practically blind. When an ant follows the trail of another, it confuses its own scent and releases pheromones, indicating that it has found prey. The other ants follow the wrong signal and end up walking in circles, looking for food that will never appear, dying of exhaustion. They cannot get out of the labyrinth itself. Imagine finding a giant drain in the middle of a water park. This hole is located in Lagoa dos Conchos, in Covao, Portugal. In fact, it is not the work of nature. This drain was built in 1955 by the local government so that the water from Lagoa dos Conchos could drain to another water reserve called Lagoa Comprida. The water falls down the drain and goes through a large tube to its final destination. You could live with 2 cheetahs in your house? For this family from South Africa, it is normal. Yes, they innovated in their pets internal. While we mere humans, we have cats and dogs, the couple of pet trainers decided to adopt 2 cheetahs, one of the largest and most mainland dangerous carnivores African. As if that were not enough, animals live with 2 children, one aged 3 and the other aged just 1 year. And this experience has been successful. You, the animals, are legally in the residence. However, living with children has become much discussed and has been targeted of criticism from several people. Wait a second, is that a child? It's actually a dog that walks like a human. It's surprising. This is a real poodle whose owner taught him to walk on 2 legs. In the comments, the girl is criticized for being cruel to the little animal, claiming that this is unnatural. On the other hand, walking upright has also been considered abnormal for humans. Let's be honest, do you play volleyball better than this dog? Don't be offended, but the answer is obvious. Probably not. And it's not a good reason to compete. This dog is so talented, he could easily make an Olympic team. Did you know that a real car can be turned into dust in a few minutes, like a piece of paper by a shredder? It's amazing how this huge thing gets rid of such a huge vehicle, but the engine fought to the end, as it should. Everyone loves dogs, but not everyone likes to walk them. Well, such a device for joint riding on a bicycle will certainly make even the laziest owner leave the house. And if you've only seen piranhas in cartoons, here's clear proof that other aquatic animals better stay away from these little beauties. Apparently, these sharks look like they haven't visited a good dentist for a long time. A competent professional could explain to them that it is more recommended to use dental floss after meals in order to avoid unwanted accumulations. If your car stops on a road one day, don't despair. You don't have to wait for a random driver to help push you. A stray dog can very well help you. Sometimes, to appreciate extraterrestrial landscapes, it is enough to contemplate the locks of the Earth's oceans. These unusual underwater formations are known as Hell's Bells and are located in caves near the Yucatan Peninsula. That designation is frightening for one reason. First, because of its peculiar shape, and second, because of the gray, toxic environment in which it developed. These structures are maintained over time by the accumulation of carbonates and can reach up to 2 meters in height. To appreciate such beauty, it is necessary to undertake an adventurous immersion to almost 30 meters deep. However, the challenges are worth it. After all, these hellish songs are only found in a few places on our planet. Many netizens doubted this capture until it was successful, and some accused the author of using a favorable angle to deceive. It's true, it's an Epinephelus nigritos, a common fish along the east coast of the United States. These animals have the potential to grow into transcendent emotions, and the author of the video is precisely an expert in capturing these sea monsters. Therefore, we can only applaud the courage and legendary fishing of this skilled fisherman. This is a magical and special moment, as the whale seems to recognize the genuine affection offered to him. She remains motionless, enjoying the display of affection. This whale, which carries stories and scars from its journeys across the seas, now allows itself to experience human warmth, disinterested tenderness. The experience of being so close to such a majestic creature leaves a lasting impression on the hearts of those lucky enough to experience it. Kilian Jornet Bourgada is a mountain runner. He grew up in Catalonia, in northeastern Spain, where he had a different childhood, exploring the mountains rather than the streets and amusement parks. His family spent weekends and holidays hiking in the local mountains. From a very young age, Kilian showed his skill and passion for the mountains. He climbed his first 3,000-meter peak at age 3, conquered the summit of the Pyrenees at 5, and the Alps at 6. By the age of 10, he had already crossed the Pyrenees several times. Today, Kilian Jornet is considered the most talented and dominant mountain athlete of all time. He has won every major race, broken numerous endurance records, and overcome challenges that many believed were impossible in the mountains. Now, let's talk about an outstanding driver. He had to make a U-turn on an extremely narrow road on the edge of a cliff. During the maneuver, the rear wheels were just a few centimeters from the precipice. His work was incredibly successful. The Madagascar palm is widely grown as a houseplant in North America, however. On its home island of Madagascar, it can also be home to snakes. Watch as someone opens this palm tree and reveals giant snakes intertwined, taking care of the plant. It's amazing to imagine that snakes can do this. Although Madagascar is home to more than 80 species, none of them are overtly dangerous to humans. A bite can be painful, but is unlikely to do much damage unless the snake is able to inject venom through a deep bite. The book delivery guys are also admirable. They don't matter if it's raining or shining. They deliver without fail. The Jules Underwater Lodge is located in Florida in the United States and is an underwater hotel. There, the pizzas are delivered inside a waterproof box, transported by a diver who enters through an open pool on the hotel's floor. The diver enters the customer's cabin and delivers the order. These stones are rare and are only found in northern regions of the planet such as Norway, Russia, Canada, and Greenland. During the day, they look like ordinary stones, but when exposed to ultraviolet light, they begin to glow in colors such as blue, green, yellow, and violet. This effect occurs due to the electromagnetic reaction of a mineral called sodalite present in the stones. An eel is a fish known for using powerful electrical discharges to capture prey or defend itself. An aquarium decided to use an eel to light up the Christmas tree and attract people to the place. The tree lights are powered by conventional electrical energy, but when the eel eats or gets more excited, it emits high-voltage shocks. Electric eels typically emit just 10 volts of electricity, according to the aquarium. However, they are capable of generating more than 800 volts of electrical energy when they are excited or when they need to defend themselves or prey on other animals. Our selection of videos comes to an end. Be sure to comment on what was the thing that caught your attention the most. Subscribe to the channel, activate the bell. A big hug! See you later!